Hey Moglets, hope you enjoyed the intro. It was requested by Bones that it be like that. Anyway, Bones, as a lot of you guys know, is my girlfriend, is doing a Husbando tier list today. Or rather, she gave me the rankings and some reasons for her rankings for these Husbandos, and we're going to talk about those today. How am I supposed to compete with fictional characters? I don't know, just existing, I guess. That's gotta count for something. This was also requested when I did my waifu tier list a while ago. A lot of the comments were like, now Bones has to do a Husbando tier list, so yeah, that's what we're doing today. I know it took a while. Well, nothing to it but to do it, I suppose. We are starting with Xiao here. He was the first male in the archive, so that's what we started with. And Bones gave Xiao a B. She originally rated Xiao as an S because, and I quote, he wants to be left alone and he will leave me alone. I was confused at this. So then she changed it to B because he is handsome and has tattoos. I'm over here. I'm not handsome and I don't have tattoos. What do I get? A G? Next, we're moving on to Albedo. You'll be shocked to hear what she gave Albedo. Yes, we're not going any higher than this. She gave Albedo a straight up F, okay? She said he's boring and he is always away investigating things. I don't know what that means, but she gave Albedo an F because of that. Next we have Zhang Li. I think this is the first one we can agree on. Doo-doo bop ba-doom boom boom bada boom S. Yep, Zhang Li gets an S. Maybe she took the Big Dong Zhang memes a little too far. The only note I was able to get out of her regarding Zhang Li was that he is a real gentleman. He's the god of Mora, yet he never pays for anything. I know he stopped creating it or whatever, but yeah, okay. Zhang Li S. Next we have Child. Her note is, he's childish. I think she was just trying to be funny, but she also did mention that he shows off too much. And for that reason, she gave we don't have D rank. She gave Child, aka Tartaglia, yeah, D rank. There it is. We got it, boys. Next, we're moving on to Vinti. Vinti, I believe, is still her favorite character ever, and because of that, she granted Vinti A status, not S. I don't know, maybe she just likes playing with him. And her one note here was that he is a real protector. Yeah, I couldn't get much out of her. I tried, but she didn't have many notes. For Diluc, however, we have two adjectives. We have handsome, and we also have mysterious, because he is kind of like, I don't know, the edgy. Anyway, because of those two very nice adjectives, that lands him square with Xiao in the B rank. Chongyun, actually, neither Bones nor I know much about him. We did go into a little bit of his lore, and so he's like an exorcist from a family of exorcists. She originally gave him F tier because he's too cold. Just, I guess, based on the sort of outfit thing going on. But then she also had it too spooky. Who the hell wants an exorcist at home, was her words. So she bumped him from an F to a E for some reason. So yeah, Chongyun gets an E. Next we're looking at Binny Boy. I really like Binny Boy. She gave him a C though. Maybe just to round out and have one at each. Her only note was here that he is too clumsy. I mean, he does just randomly get hit with rocks. Next we have Water Dude here. She made it a point to make me say his name normally, but I refuse. She didn't talk about Water Dude's appearance too much, just that he is noble and knows a lot of things because of books. So he gets a B rank for that, going up there with Diluc and Xiao. I was actually a little bit shocked about Razor, and again I think it's a little bit of bias because she really likes playing with him, but Razor gets an A rank, kind of for the same reason as Vinti. Very protective. And then finally we have Kea, and Kea here gets a C rank. She says, handsome, but way too arrogant, and he has an eye patch. She doesn't have a thing for eye patches, okay? Thankfully we weren't doing the waifus as well, because Fischl here would have got knocked down a few pigs, and I guess Beto. So now that we have the normal tier list out of the way, it's time to show you the secret rank. That's right, triple S+++. It doesn't get any more hardcore than that. We're gonna go and bump Albedo up to E, just so he's still in the shot. I'm so sorry, Albedo. Oh, the day just reset. But wait, my day resets at 5 in the morning. Oh, that's because it is 5 in the morning. So one thing I forgot to mention is that Xiao was originally at S because of his really cool mask. Bones really likes his mask, but he doesn't wear it all the time, only when he's like super angry, so that didn't really count. And then, you know, she had some other flaws, but she really likes his tattoos as well, right? So the mask and the tattoos were two really big selling points of Xiao. The only reason the triple S+++ ranking wasn't given to Zhang Li is because he's broke and can't produce any more anymore. Everything else, solid. She also likes the clothing style with the subtle gold accents as well. So who has all this? The gold accents. Something even better than Mora, a mask and tattoos. Of course, it is none other than the unusual Hilichurl, which belongs at triple S+++. He's got it all. A suitcase full of primogems, gold accents, a mask, tattoos. There are of course a few other characters and other things that we showed in the intro that we're going to do as well. Starting with, of course, the generic male believer. She said his hair is kind of cool, but his eyes are too small and he's too generic. So I'm gonna give him an F tier. We're just gonna put him in E because F has been vanquished. I felt too bad for Albedo, and now male believer as well. He's doing his best, okay? Next we have Charles, the bartender of Angel's Share. She said he sounds like Zhang Li, so S tier. Next we have Albert. He is the leader of the Barbara fan club. Bones said she hates this guy with every fiber of her being, but she did kind of like his pink hair, so he gets a B. Next, we're looking at Alfred the Bard, kind of like Vinti, which is also a bard. So she was gonna give him an S tier, but then she noticed the goatee and immediately demoted him to F tier. She does not like goatees. I have a goatee. I wonder why I'm not single yet. Well, I mean, I guess it's not really like that. It's more of the southern trucker goatee with the kind of with the mustache also. That's worse, actually. We're just gonna put him with the others in E tier though. Now we're looking at Bebo, the shop owner. She doesn't know much about him, but he looks kind of evil and conniving. So he's going in the C tier. Now we're looking at Bruce. Of course, the first thing she noticed, the first thing that stood out about Bruce were his pearly brown eyes naturally. So she bumped him up to S tier immediately because of that. Also because he is incredibly chunky and can probably lift things. Going into a bit of his lore, it seems like he's actually just a lazy alcoholic. And when I told Bones that, she said, well, at least he doesn't do drugs. So he stayed in the S tier. Next, we're looking at Chubby. This is not the main one. This is specifically the teapot traveling salesman guy. She said she's not really into the whole owl aesthetic. Whatever exactly this so she gave him a D tier. Next, we're looking at Felix here, a member of the Fatui. She was like, wait, that's a bad guy. We shouldn't really, you know, consider him to be like a husbando. So she gave Felix a B tier. Next, we're looking at the large pyro slime. Initially, she didn't want to rank it, but after a little bit of convincing, you know, she thought about it and realized, you know, pyro slime would be nice for some warm cuddles for a couple seconds before you get 3rd-degree burns. So she ended up giving the pyro slime a B rank. And finally, I believe the last one we have here is the electro-hypostasis. She said this one is probably pretty good at doing chores, you know, having 8 cubes or limbs that it can completely control at will. So yeah, electro-hypostasis went straight to the S tier. I was surprised too. But yeah, that'll pretty much do it for the Bones tier list. Take note of it up there in the top left-hand corner. Make sure to tell me what you think in the comments down below. If you did happen to enjoy this video, a like would be cool. This is different than usual. I'm scared. Thanks, as always, for watching, and until next time.